What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back. Got more NBA free agency news for you. Today, it was announced that Josh Okogie is signing a one-year, $3.1 million deal with the Houston Rockets. And I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of this because Josh Okogie is one of the more underrated defensive guards / wings in the league. He spent some time with both Phoenix and Charlotte last season. He's been teammates with Kevin Durant in the past, obviously being a part of the Phoenix Suns this past season. He, spent some time with KD, so now they relink up. He's got career averages of 6.3 points per game over 416 career games in the league. He's only 26 years old, so still, kind of in the prime years of his career athletically. And he recorded his best three-point field goal percentage in a season last year. He only played 40 games between the two teams that he was on, but he shot around 35% from three. So he's not necessarily like a marksman in terms of his three-point shooting yet, but I think he's getting there, and I think playing with the level of talent that is on the Houston Rockets, he'll be able to benefit from some open looks. And, hopefully he's been working on his three-point shot throughout the summer, and he'll come back and he'll be able to make an impact once the league starts up in October. So I think for me, I just don't know how many minutes he's really going to get. I think this team is pretty, allocated in terms of minutes to its stars. Obviously, you just brought in Kevin Durant. But the projected lineup right now is Fred VanVleet at the 1, Amen Thompson at the 2, Tari Eason at the 3, Kevin Durant at the 4, and Sengun at the 5, right? And then you have very solid backups for each of those positions, right? You have Aaron Holiday, you have Reed Shepherd, you have Dorian Finney-Smith, who just signed a big deal, Jabari Smith Jr., you have Steven Adams. They also signed Clint Capella to a contract this offseason. So there's just a lot of talent on this team right now, and I don't know if Josh Okogie is going to get more than 12 to 15 minutes a night, if that, right? Which is pretty crazy because Josh Okogie is a very solid defender. Like, he's a guy that can come in and lock down opposing teams' players. You just got to give him the matchup, and he'll go after it, right? So I think there's room for him to play, but it's going to be if guys go down and get injured, right? But he has a career average of about 19 minutes a night. I think he'll definitely be getting double digits in minutes, on a nightly basis, but I don't think he's going to be a guy that's going to be, slated to start all that much. He was getting those starts more so in the beginning of his career when he was with Minnesota. The 22-23 season with Phoenix, he started 26 games, but 23-24 only started 11, only started 7 last season out of the 40 that he played with Phoenix and Charlotte. So, again, fan of this move. I don't necessarily think it moves the needle, one way or the other, but, adding another solid young player, a guy that gets after it on defense and prides himself on the defensive end of the court, you can't ask for much more than that, especially when you have a loaded offensive talent pool with Kevin Durant, Fred VanVleet, Reed Shepherd. A lot of people, I don't think, are giving him enough credit. I think he did not play very much at all last season. But I think now that, some guys have been moved around, Jalen Green's not there anymore, Reed Shepherd is slated to get some more playing time. He's probably not going to be a starter, but he's a guy that should be getting more shots up and getting more minutes, consistently throughout the season. So Josh Okogie is going to be a good little switch up to, if you want to sub out Reed, who's more of an offensive guy, for a guy like Josh, who's going to really hound dudes, 94 feet, make them work for every possession, every point. They have a very good balance here. So this Rockets team is shaping up to be very competitive going into the season. Can they win a championship? I don't feel comfortable necessarily saying that yet. I think they have a shot, but again, it's way too early, to say anything. The season hasn't even started yet, so we'll see what happens once October rolls around. But let me know what you guys think about this move. I want to know what you think about Josh Okogie going to the Houston Rockets on a one-year deal. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm going to check you guys later, man. Stay up, stay blessed, stay safe, stay humble, handle business, stand on business. Peace out.